Pow, pow, pow. 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 Light up the sky, you know it. Light up the sky, you know it. Here comes Harlan and his bag of tricks. He's got art and lots of gigs. So turn that frown upside down, and you could light up the sky, you know it. You could light up the sky, you know it. It's time for Harlan Lovestone and his Lovestone gang. If you like this song, join in and sing, and turn that frown upside down, and you could light up the sky, you know it.
Homeboy, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna light it up, I'm gonna lit it up. Watch me
You
do
could
it.
light up the sky, you know it.
Light it up.
You could light up the
Light
sky,
it up.
you know it.
Harlan Lovestone's Art Stream, brought to you by Harlan Lovestone Art. Art for your business, your home, your life, and Vintage Soul Apparel. By only the coolest threads. Now that's solid.
All right, we're here. We're doing it once again. It's been a while. Oh man, Harlan Lovestone here, getting it in. Yeah. All right, so I got this little project I'm doing, and I figured, you know what? I might as well just stream what I'm doing online. Why not? That's how it do. So it's been a while since I've attempted to do this. So if I'm not the most chatty, So I'm basically just trying to get this done. So don't be offended. I may be focusing a lot. I tend to kind of, zone out, do my artist thing when I'm working. But I'll be looking in the chat, seeing if there are any comments from people that might stop by. It's all good. I meant to stream a bit earlier than now, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. You gotta, take time when you can. All right, so trying to see where in the world am I at on this project. All right, that's good. That's cool. That's cool. All right. What do we need to do? We're gonna lock this layer. I'm using Fire Alpaca for the first time. Seeing what's down here. Goody gumdrops. Oh, I see something open. No, I don't want that. Okay. I guess it's been about 4 years, I would say, since I've had this tablet. It's one of the things I bought myself when I started working some years back, teaching. Mercy. All right, but when I started teaching, I brought this tablet for myself. It's actually an XP pen. XP. If you're listening, could you send me a new one? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I bought me an XP pen here tablet. It's about 16 inches or so. But I find that it's not enough. I wish I had gotten even the one that was even larger, um, because I think it would have been better as far as screen size and capture and all that stuff. I do like it. I'm glad I didn't get the smaller one, for me personally. Although I'm thinking about getting like an iPad at some point to play around with Procreate. I think I just sort of collect drawing apps. I have to stop myself. But Procreate, I hear, is pretty cool and it looks cool. So that I could do, I think, deal with on a smaller tablet because it's more handheld, etc., etc. But for this, I think I want a giant tablet to be able to draw stuff a little bit larger, have better screen size and view on the tablet. Anywho, so let's see. I'm trying to do this sort of Christmas elf scene, a modern Santa's workshop type of thing, thingamajig. I'm gonna add a new layer here. I just started working with fire alpaca this week for this project. Basically, I just wanted to try it out and what's going on there, but I didn't create a layer I didn't want. Okay. So far so good. I have some issues with sometimes some of the drawing. I don't know if it's a pen sensitivity or it's just me. What's going on here, or the app, I should say. But sometimes it seems like you don't get a nice steady stroke with the pen here. I should say, which is kind of weird to me. I don't know. It's just an interface issue or whatever. But overall, I do like it. I like the setup of it. It's a lot like, I would say, Photoshop and Clip Studio, very much like Clip Studio, I think. Although I think Clip Studio is even more intense than this. I've used Paint Tool Sci. I like that a lot. The only issue I have with Paint Tool Sci is I don't have enough brushes and I don't know how to load brushes into that program. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Alright, so I'm trying to put a little vehicle here on the side. How do we do this? How am I saying? I'm going to move that elf somewhere. It's not making sense, though. It's got to make sense. Alright, I want the elf to look like it's sort of, coming off the truck. But the way I've set this up, it's kind of hard to do that right now unless I erase some stuff. I got time to erase. I ain't got time. I'm trying to finish this for somebody, for a client this week. But I have changed it a lot. The elf was sort of on the left side, and I moved them more to the center. Whatever, you'll see. I need to start drawing. So let's get to it here. Let's get a brush tool. Alright, let's see what we can do. Is it pretty smooth there? Looks like it is. See the pressure I'm blowing out with that. Let's try this. I'm gonna try nice. Is that what I wanted? Not quite. Oh man, I don't like that. I do not like that. Let's get rid of that. Let's do Control Z. Be gone with you. Be gone. See, this is the problem with this here. I don't know. Other option. I don't want to do that either. It's a hot mess. It is a hot mess. Trying to figure out the right proportion for this vehicle. I think I need less of it in the scene for some reason. I'm going to raise it up a little bit. Oh, help. Let's try that. It's not so bad. That was okay till the end. See what I mean? It's like right there. That little gap there. That ticks me off. I should say. Oh my goodness. This little gap. Why did it do that? I hate that. That's the issue I'm having with Fire Alpaca when you sort of draw. Maybe it's because I have also the stabilizer up really high for drawing, but I do not like that. That's annoying. Because you got to go back over your line. And I feel like I'm using pretty much the same amount of pressure here. But yet you get gaps sometimes, and that is really annoying. I don't understand that. Let's see what else we need to do. This is what I want. Let's see what we got here. Man, this is such a hot mess. I might even have to move this dude. Oh, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Can't do it. Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. All right. What are we doing here? Fix this here. See what I'm trying to do. I'm sure you don't know because you can't read my mind. Is I am trying to what's going on with that? This eraser too is weird. What's going on? See this stuff too. I don't understand. Is it because it's anti-aliasing on? And the way that, it's a little glitchy, I find. What's that about? Like I'm trying to erase this. Any other program, boom. I don't know if it's because it's been sitting here for a while. Maybe I should turn it off, turn it back on. That's annoying too. Alright, so I got that. Man. Just, see, I have another person to put in here as far as a character. And I'm trying to clean up this stupid little car. Alright, let's see what we can do now. bounce. I don't know if I'll, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. Got it. Forgot what those things look like. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. How do we do this? See, I'm not sure what's doing this. It's very weird. This eraser's just crap. I don't know what's going on here. What's some of the? I think it's what I just did. I sort of changed the brush size. I think some of the brushes are maybe a little crappy. Fire alpaca, but hey, it's a free program, so what can you do? All right, man, I wish. And this is a force stabilizer, man. It's not. You can see it's not doing the best job as far as stabilizing stuff. Okay, so if I put somebody here. Let's see. If I do 100, make that bigger. Oh, it's too big. We can't do that. It's too much. Way too much. It's too much as well. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a nice size for this brush, maybe. If, oh no, I did it wrong. Let's try that now. Again, let's try this. Okay. It's not, I don't consider that a straight line. I need to put a line there. It's not gonna work. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'll do that though. Trying to figure out what I need to do here. Let's see what this tool does here. Nope. Alright. Curve. Let's start curve here. Yeah, I guess that's how you have to do it. I don't care for that though. Don't like it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Still do that. See what I mean now? Oh my goodness. I'm actually starting to get on my nerves. Oh, I guess I gotta turn it off. Okay. It might not have been the best idea to try to work with a new app when you're on a deadline, but hey. I hate to erase this. All I need to do is just get a nice smooth line here. Oh boy. I think what's the best way to do this? Alright, let's try this again. That ain't working. Polyline, polygon. Let's try polyline. See what happens. See if we can get anything decent. Oh, I hate to do this. So I'm just thinking about, this sort of nice car that I drew. Sort of truck. Oh no, that's awful. Okay. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Edit, undo. No. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I wish I had a what's this? Let's try something. That might work. See if I can get a nice line here. Okay, let's see how that could work. That's almost it, I think. I gotta look and see what this is gonna look like though from the other way. Trying to draw a side profile of a car here, and it ain't easy. All right, yeah. Let's undo it though. Let's see, edit, undo. Really? Undo. Okay. Let's do it. Deselect. Let's try that again. Okay. So if I did that, and then I did that. Let's try this. Alright. Oh man, I hate it. Hate it. Okay, that might work. Okay. So what I did, I created a lasso here, and now I'm going to hopefully use this pen tool to trace the line going back. Let's do that again, going forward, because I wanted a nice, relatively nice clean line here. I might be as good as it gets for now. I can't stay up all night working on this. The person, I usually do a card for this person, I think pretty much every year for the past couple of years. And this time they were they're on a tight schedule. The holidays are coming up, so that means everything gets slowed down. We're about to go into, December here in just another day, and with all the holiday shopping and all that, and all the mail, man, I gotta mail some stuff off myself. Things get slowed down, so they would like to get this card, if possible, done by, by Friday. I don't know. I kind of said I tried to do it Friday, but it may be Sunday, and it's looking like it could be Sunday, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to, get it done. I think I'm gonna get a couple more hours in with it, because it's actually gonna be 2 designs. But for the most part, I think the card is gonna stay the same as far as the background, etc. But the rest is gonna be a little bit tricky. Alright, so I think I'm gonna stick with that. I don't think it's gonna get any better than that for now. Select. Deselect. Okay, not so bad. That's not such a bad line. It's got some variation, which I would have liked for it to have been more uniform. But we'll do what we can here with it. Okay, we got that. Trying to see what I need to do with the rest of it. Okay. Kind of do a similar line here. Jeez, if I could just work this out with my hand. Be good. Let's see if I can get a nice curve like so. Okay. And then continue that onward here. So right there. So do that. Okay, I had to go a little bit quick there. It's a little tricky. Okay. Okay, I know what I gotta do now. Man, it's always something. Okay, so what are we doing here? I'm looking at some references to try to get this fairly correct. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for now. Whatever. I can't do more. I can't do more. Let's do this actually. Two. To undo that line, feels a little bit too thin. Come on now. Come on. See, like right there, when it's trying to like connect that corner there, I couldn't do it for whatever reason. I guess apparently due to the app. I don't know. Well, whatever. We're going to lock this layer. Okay, so I got the car in there. Okay, and let's put this here. Okay, another layer. Just gotta put some other things here. We're almost. It's starting to come alive. I feel now better. That was one of the hardest things to do. Just putting this car in because of the curved line of the car. You know, the cars, they all look like, you know, fish or birds on the streets these days. They don't. You don't have too many. Well, you do have some boxy cars still, like but not like the old days. You had those straight lines, and everything. Now everything's sort of curved for aerodynamics and all that stuff, which I guess is good, but it kind of makes it a pain to draw when you're freehanding it, at least for an app. Unless you got a really good app, or if you're doing it by hand with paper, you can use like a French curve or some kind of curve tool or whatever to help you to do that or whatever. But just to I found it a little bit tricky to do with this app. I had to figure out how do I do this, and I had to use first a type of lasso tool there, and then trace my line with the lasso tool to get sort of a pretty smooth straight line, and then I just had to wing it for the rest. Just had to, you know, um, draw it by hand without any tools to help. Which can be a little bit difficult when you haven't like drawn a lot. What I probably need to do really honestly is to, practice drawing curves and circles and things like that because I'm a bit rusty. I do teach art, but when you're teaching art, you don't a lot of times have time to make art yourself, which is, is the sucky part. But I'm trying to get into having a balance where I can do both. I can make art, I can teach art at the same time. By the way, that reminds me, I tell you about colorwheellearning.org. I should be teaching there next year online. It's for kids ages 7 to 17, hopefully tutoring art with other people along with math and ELA and scratch coding. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's something new for me. So if you have a young person or a parent who's looking for some art classes or tutoring classes, a lot of kids are having issues these days since the pandemic. It really set back education big time. Big time. Before that, education was already set back big time. Trust me, because I've worked in education and still do. But a lot of kids have having issues. I can see it. Like there's a big difference in the kids today versus the kids of yesterday or yesteryear, even just like 10 years ago. The maturity level is a bit lacking, I would say, and also just the skill level is lacking, and they're just not equipped for, I think, the real world. And I think the powers that be are doing them a great disservice because, and the school systems in general, because when they get out in the real world, it's going to be very, very hard for them. Even I think college professors are saying like the kids that are going to college now are not quite ready for college. It's a huge culture shock, even more so I think than it was when I was going to college and when generation before back in the past. Because I think a lot of kids, I hate to say it, but a lot of kids, I think, and parents feel entitled these days. And with this economy and everything that's going on in the world these days, it ain't happening. It's too much. There's too much competition in the world these days, and there's too much, going on. It's dog eat dog, unfortunately, and when you get out in these real streets and have to fend for yourself, that's very hard. You come to a realization that, oh wow, I'm an adult now. What do I do? Yeah. So I think the kids, they need like anything that can help them these days, as far as with their emotional support, with their educational support, because the schools just are overwhelmed. Teachers are like leaving left and right in droves because they're being asked to do the impossible and kind of blamed for too much. Teachers been blamed for many, many years. You do have some good schools out there, and you have some fabulous teachers and some fabulous administrators out there too, but a lot of times I think teachers' hands are tied, unfortunately. And at least here in the United States where I live, I don't know about other countries, but I think it's the same other places too these days. Especially since the pandemic, all the kids had to kind of go home, and they lost that learning time. Although I think that there is also too much focus on learning in the schools, and not a lot of focus on real world learning, like having kids do things in their community. I think that would make society better. Say if they were educated half the day, and then the other half of the day they took those skills or whatever, or maybe not even those skills, but just went out and did stuff for the community and learned that way, and learn, trades and other kind of skills that can help them in life to survive. If kids could learn, really learn carpentry, or learn home economics, and learn, to fix a car, all those kind of things, or learn some basic plumbing, learn how to build a house even. All those things would really help society, but we've kind of gone away from all that stuff. Although I think some districts are realizing the problem too, and they're starting to bring it back. Anyway, that's my soapbox. Let me get back to this here. So let me add another layer here. Okay, let's see how this will work. I need to put a door here. Okay. Trying to draw a door how it sort of actually really looks when it's open. Excuse me. Where did I go? I lost my drawing in there. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit better. Let me say this. Okay. It's not wow. I would say I did all this work. I haven't saved it. That's the worst thing. You do a lot of work and you lose everything that you just did. That'd be awful. Awful, awful. Okay. Let's do this here. Okay, and then you put a little mirror here. Man, see, it's just weird how this app is. I might actually, after I get all this sort of drawn out, might take it and put it inside of another app that draws a little bit smoother. I do think actually that Paint Tool Side is better as far as the drawing. I don't have this issue, I don't think, with Paint Tool Side where it's hard to connect lines at times and things like that. They need to, I think it's the app, because I've never experienced this before for the most part. I'm trying to think of some apps where this could have happened before. But I'm gonna ask around. Somebody knows this program maybe. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so I got that layer done now. Okay, let's lock it. Lock it. All right, let's go over here. Unlock this layer. Okay, and let's do this. Oh, I'll get the eraser on. it's gonna be a pain. I gotta probably go in there with a brush. I'm trying to have it so that my lines are, connected as much as possible. That way, all I have to do is, kind of hit it with maybe a paint bucket tool and just pop the colors in there. Pop it, don't stop it. What am I saying? All right. That's okay. What else we got? Oh, man. Trying to make it look, somewhat realistic. Probably not gonna get it all the way there though. Okay. I'm trying to make it look like a real vehicle for the most part. As much as I can for this. I think that's good enough. So I want to, you can spend a lot of time with this. It's kind of like when you run into issues like this where you have like maybe a deadline, you have to sacrifice some things, unfortunately, to get kind of raise my tablet to get things done. You gotta go further. You gotta go for cranking out the whole general idea. If you have more time, you can focus on the little details and things like that. But if you don't have time, you have to, take some shortcuts here and there. Not in a bad way, but in a way where you are giving the client what they want. Not as an artist, we want to do things to the best of our ability, which I am. I'm putting my effort into this. But I wish I could do even more with it with more time, but I don't have the time. Just it's not there based on the deadline. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, it's not so bad. I think it's pretty good. Let's lock this again. Only thing now is like this elf that I put in the middle. I gotta figure out where to put him at now. He could stay there. Oh no, he can't. Can't really stay there because I can't see him. Let's see, where's he at? So I can move him. Alright, where is he at? Where are you at, elf? It? Yeah. Alright. Let's unlock it. Let's do this. Let's loop him up. Alright, now I gotta figure out where to put him at in this scene. So I don't want to do anything that's makes it look dumb. Dum dum diddy. Alright, maybe here. See, what I did, which I like, I was going to put his whole boots on there and stuff, but I thought, well, it's going to be snow here. So I want it to look like he's actually stepping in the snow, which I really like that idea. But the problem is, I sort of have the container on the ground, and I got the truck on the ground, pretty much. So that created a problem because I drew him kind of first in a way. I drew the container. Then I drew him. It was okay. Then I had to figure out where can I put a truck in here. So I squeezed that in there. And wow. And yeah. And then, you know, I had to put the car in here, and I have another person to put in the front because I wanted that person to be in the foreground to be the focus, sort of the piece, the car, even though that stuff is in the background. And yeah, it's getting there, but it's been some complications. Complications. I'm just gonna lock that. Should be able to deselect this. Oh, what happened? What did I do? Edit. Undo. I moved that over there. How did that happen? I'm putting him right here, I think. Okay. Good. Let me deselect this maybe. Select. Okay. Now let's save it. I try to constantly save with stuff like this. Lock it. Okay, now it's where I want it to be. Okay, so what I gotta do with this for the rest of this, I don't have too much to do in a way. But I still got another card to do, that's the problem. I wonder, can I keep this car the same, just change the color? I'm gonna ask. Cause I don't think I have no time to. I could possibly change it, but well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to put a little table inside the container. And I need to probably put some bags or something in this truck. I need to have a sign on the side of the container. I need to put some holiday lights on the container. Yeah, did I mention I had to put a person in the front? Yeah. And I'll be done. So I got, I guess, what about 3, 4 different major things to add to this. Those lights are gonna be a pain. Kind of trimming the. This is gonna be a bit of a pain. I have an idea for how to do that. I'm not too worried about it, but just getting in there and doing it, mercy. Once I have it all drawn out too, what I can do, I can go back in and I can add snow in here. That won't be too hard to do. Let's see if I can work on this truck here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now, here comes another tricky part. I'm not. Let's go here. I'm not gonna say. Let's see here. Let's unlock it. Okay, let's add in these wheels. It's gonna be another pain. Okay. What did it do? Okay. What did it do? What did it do? Why is it doing that? See, it's just acting weird. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. Let's try this. Why is it doing that? I'm not getting a nice curve here. It's doing everything. See that? That's ridiculous. The world is that? The heck? Shouldn't be on polyline. Anti-aliasing? Maybe it's because I have on stabilizer. That's probably it too. Let's do that. I have to give it up in a minute here. It's getting late. It's been late. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, that's better. I was wondering what's going on here. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out how this wheel gonna work. Alright, so I got a little wheel there. Okay, could it be better? But not bad. Not so bad. Don't worry about that. I want to get those in there. I don't think those ellipses are quite right. I remember when I was in art school years ago. Many years ago. I was going to be a graphic designer. I was planning to be a graphic designer, illustrator. And I got in the program and I pretty much hated it because I wanted to use my real drawing skills, and I felt like it was a lot of tracing. And also, one of the things that also killed my groove was we had to take perspective class like the first semester of school. Drawing in perspective. Oh man, I hated that. It was awful. I didn't get it. It was, because it was like, I know some of the kids probably had some experience, doing, perspective drawing and drawing portraits and people and all that stuff. I came out of Detroit public school system, yo. So I didn't get those kind of experience. I had like art, I think, for maybe my kindergarten year and my first grade year in school. And after that, I had no more art until I got to high school. And then I think when I got to high school, I took art every year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least my last 2 years, it seems. I took art. I tried to take art as much as possible because I did like art. And it was the guy there. He was an older Jewish guy. He wasn't that old. He's probably middle age at that time. But he did what he could, and he showed us stuff. And I liked art class. It would usually be the last class at the end of the day, I think, especially when I was a senior. But were we doing anything over the top in terms of art? So portraits and things like that? Not really, I don't think. Not really. And for the most part, we liked being in art. I think the group that I was in when I was a kid, we were a little bit chatty, but not like kids today. You know, he told us to be quiet. We listened because we wanted to make the art and stuff. You know, and the kids today, they have like zero respect for art sometimes. It depends. It depends on the class, but I've taught some classes and I've seen some classes where they have no respect for art or what the art teacher does, and that's unfortunate. I think that's a parent issue and that's a society issue that needs to be straightened out. But you know, what can you do? It's a school issue too. School should not allow that. They should. I think that's what's changed. I'm talking a lot about education because I'm so involved in it, in learning and teaching. But I think one of the things that needs to be done as far as education is schools need to put their foot down. They need to stop bowing down to whatever parents want. You know, and that's not to say parents don't have a right to, you know, tell the schools what they want and what they need or what they don't want their kids to be involved with or what they don't want their kids to learn. Parents should absolutely have that right. But I'm just saying in terms of, you know, morale and respect and things like that, there needs to be a clear line of distinction where, you know, the kids are not running the school, the parents are not running the school is ran by the teachers and ran by the administrators. And you see that less and less these days, unfortunately. And again, that's why so many teachers are leaving the profession of teaching. And it's a real crisis out there. I just saw today, I saw some jobs for teachers, and I think they anticipate either teacher has told them, hey, I'm not coming back next year. So these are some schools I know of that they aren't too hot, that I don't even want to teach at, for matter of fact. So I'm thinking the teacher probably told an art teacher, say, hey, you know what, next year, deuces, I'm out, peace, call you later, see you later, whatever, I salute you, whatever they want to say. I'm stepping out the door, I'm looking at the front door, whatever they want to say. They've told the administration they're gone. And so the administration is putting it out now, saying, hey, we need to get a teacher in here early there. Because this is kind of early, I think, for them to try to hire for teachers for next year. But I've been seeing that more and more. Not a lot, but a little bit. I've been seeing a few jobs for 2024 to 2025 school year. That is next fall. That's a year from now. But they're starting early. Usually they start in January or in April. They're starting early because it's hard to fill those positions these days. Because, again, teachers are walking away. And even as far as the new people coming in that are teachers, it's less programs for teachers now. They used to, when I was going to school, there was like, a lot of people were going into the education sector. But it's not that way now. It's been less and less over the decades. And even some schools have stopped or cut down their teaching programs because it just ain't happening. People know it's a lot of headache and it's not a lot of money. And then when you do get people in there who are new teachers, they get burnt out either the first year or if they stay, they're gone within about 5 years or, 5 to 10 years, they're gone. They're done. Because it takes a lot out of you. Even, for me, I'm not really interested in, I don't think teaching at a brick and mortar building anymore. I think I've come to the point where I kind of, I'm over that. There's too much to do. It's just too much, unfortunately. And I think parents aren't quite aware of that. Society isn't aware of what teachers actually go through. But, as a teacher, you give up your time, you give up your money, you give up your weekends. Because on the weekends, you're usually lesson planning. You're planning for the following week, and then you're always being reviewed, and there's a lot of scrutiny involved in that. And, there's a lot that teachers go through. And you don't have time for your family, come home tired a lot of times. Can barely, make your meals, whatever, spend time with your family. So Yeah, you have to give up a lot when you're teaching. You know, it's I guess it's probably a lot like um, being a police officer or a fireman or whatever. I think firemen might have it a bit easier in some ways until they get into those fires. That's when it comes for them. But you know, hopefully every day there's not a fire in town. But you know, you never know. Probably there probably are more fires than we would realize. But you know, they kind of have some. It seems like they have some downtime, but I don't know. Maybe things have changed for them too, as far as bureaucracy and how things are ran and stuff. Because I don't know any firemen, things like that, so I can't really speak on that. Police, I know, because it's a rough job, and you know they get a lot of flack, and some of it is due to them and their actions. Um, but at the same time, you know, what are you gonna do? It's that's catch 22 job. Something I wouldn't want to do. I don't think be a police officer. Um, yeah, you know, I have respect for good police officers, the ones that are good ones. You know, and trying to do the right thing, because that's a job. It's you know, it's a job I think that can lean into abuse real easily. I'm going all over the place with these topics, controversial topics tonight. So I guess my tongue is loose because it's so late. Anyway, I need to get back to this work here. Get this work in. All right, let's see here. File. Save. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do. I'm about ready to wrap it up. Actually. Let's see. I don't know if I've been missing everybody. Anybody chatting with me? If I have, I do apologize. I've been kind of going on and on. I don't think it's been a big busy night tonight. Just checking things here. But I do appreciate those who have maybe popped in and checking out stuff, or will check out this stream later. I'm gonna try to start streaming more often. I figure, yeah, if I got to do some art, why not just stream it? You know, it's fun that way. I think. Okay, that layer. I think I'm gonna do this. I kind of. I thought I'd clean this up here, but I guess not. Okay, now I'm just sort of cleaning up. Deselect all. Kind of trying to get rid of some of these burrs on here. Burr. All right. The way this draws, in a way, reminds me of Adobe Flash, which I like. It's a good animation program. This does animation too. Sometimes the lines aren't always as connected as you want them to be. Deselect. Let's do this here. Trying to go in here and fix some things. That's fine. Trying to see what I might need to fix. If anything here. Making sure I got some connections here happening. Okay, that's fine. So again, just getting some of these little bumps and burrs here. Trying to make the artwork look better as best as I can. Okay. Select. Trying to see what I do there. I might. Should I do that? I'll try. Okay. Sure, what we got? Okay, where we at here? Oh man. Gotta go over here, don't I? Thought I erased that bump down there. And I did something else. Okay. Trying to get it ready so I can show sort of the client what I have so far. else I need to get? Hold on. See a little bird here on the top. Yeah, that's too much. I think so. What? Eh. Oh. Undo. All right. Save. It's a lot of back and forth. Alright, and now we lock that layer. Okay, now let's see what we need to do. Okay. How's that work? Something like that. Crap. Okay, we'll do that. Trying to think what else we can do. Man, it's gonna be hard to do. Let's put it here. Trying to figure out how to work this container. Let's lock it. Pocket. Okay. Let's unlock that. Lock. Oh no, that's gone. Check some trash that way. Okay. We're gonna do this actually. Undo. Undo. Doing a little more than I thought I was gonna do here. I feel I can be done with it pretty soon. Trying to like get rid of it. All right. All right. try this. And perspective's a little bit off for this. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to cut off instead of having this go all the way back. I'm going to cut this off here. Okay. And I think it can work a little. So now, what I need to do, I need to take this off, and let me also save this, because I haven't done that in a while. Save it all, please. Got my little tree here. zoom in again. Okay, so there's a little tree there. And let me make this smaller as far as the eraser can go, hopefully. Hopefully. Not sure why I can't get rid of this dot here. It's annoying. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to file, save. We're going to zoom out. Okay, that ain't looking so bad. It ain't looking so bad. Alright, let's go here. There we go. Alright, let's go and lock this layer. Let's go back to Mr. Elf. What's the lock? Unlock. Let's go back to him. I do like to use really bold, thick lines a lot in my art. It's not always necessary. I don't know, but I kind of like that style, sort of graphic style from comics and things. Although you have varied lines and comic strips, etc. so I've got that. Just want to trace over some of this guy. Make him pop out a little bit more. That belt ain't working. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I might even let's see what I can get rid of there. Hide some stuff. It's okay. That's fine. Alright, let's zoom in on this feller here. I'll try this and color it a little bit even, so it can pop out more. So I already see what I'm doing there. I don't want that, so not too much to edit. Trying to add a little value in here. A little more, we call it a little more painterly. Not so bad. Okay, what else I need here? All the boots need to be black. Look at my big black boots. Yeah, I didn't think I would stay up this late, but I don't want to stop. I'm working on it right now. Okay. And I think what would be cool also, I'm going to do this. It's kind of dumb, but it's kind of cool. If I put like a little bit of a curl here, show his boots in the snow. Oh, that's chef's kiss right there. Okay. Let's zoom out of this turkey here. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. That's nice, I think. Let's lock that layer. What are we missing? We're missing a layer here. It's that layer. Oh, no, we're not. Get lost. Actually, I should take that layer. Let's turn it on. Let's unlock that. Throw that sucker in the trash. Thank you. Peace out. Alright, there we go. That's pretty good. So I think the key for this okay, yeah. I might possibly have this ready by Friday. I've done a lot. Let's put let's lock that layer. Show that again. Good. Show me. All right, let's save that layer. Let's save it all, actually, what we've done so far. Okay, so I have one more character to put in the front. Person. The sign-up person getting stuff out of the car. I need to put a sign on the side of this container. I think some more packages and things inside both of the containers, the truck and the container. Maybe we'll see what we can do. And some lights on the container here, the pod container, whatever it is there. And when you do two cards like this, so I need to okay. I'm not so yeah, I'm feeling better about it. Feeling better. I feel like I made a lot of progress today. That's how we have it there. It's not bad. Save it. I always compulsive about saving stuff. All right, wow. So it's about 2 hours, I think. I didn't think I'd stay up this late. It's crazy. I gotta cut it out. All right, so folks, I had fun streaming with you here today. I hope you had fun hanging out with me, and I hope this audio turned out fairly well. Forgot I should maybe turn it down a little bit more. All right, y'all. So we at the end. That's the end of the stream. And we're going to call it a day. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, this has been Harlan Lovestone. Over and out.